Why is Secretary of State Clinton visiting the Democratic Republic of the Congo? Secretary of State Clinton is visiting the Democratic Republic of the Congo because it is one of the most important countries in Africa. It is a country of great promise, but also great peril. Great promise because of its enormous natural wealth, and it has the potential to be an economic hub for the entire continent. Great peril because it is the site of one of the deadliest wars since World War II. According to the International Rescue Committee, nearly 5.4 million people have died as a result of the violence primarily in eastern Congo since 1998. Secretary of State Clinton is especially seized with the crisis of sexual violence in eastern Congo, where rape has been used as a weapon of war by a number of armed groups, and she plans to address this when she visits the eastern Congolese city of Goma. What is the U.S. strategy to help end the crisis in eastern Congo? The United States strategy to deal with the crisis in eastern Congo is essentially one of conflict management. The United States is a major contributor to the UN peacekeeping mission in eastern Congo, which is the world's largest. Nearly 17,000 troops working to protect civilians in eastern Congo under very difficult circumstances. The United States also contributes to a large humanitarian operation in eastern Congo that provides life-saving assistance to more than 1.4 million people who have been displaced by this conflict. But the U.S. and its allies are really just nibbling at the edges of what is needed, a holistic, comprehensive approach to end this conflict once and for all. What should the United States be doing to end the conflict in eastern Congo once and for all? There are four main elements of a comprehensive approach to ending the conflict in eastern Congo. The first is army reform. The Congolese army is one of the most abusive, corrupt armies in the world, and the United States needs to work with other donors to leverage support for a decades-long plan to reform the Congolese army. The second element is a comprehensive counterinsurgency approach to removing two of the deadliest militias in eastern Congo. The first is the FDLR, a Rwandan militia that contains some of the perpetrators of the Rwandan genocide in 1994. The second is the Lord's Resistance Army, a Ugandan militia that is now based in northeastern Congo and that has targeted civilians with impunity for over 20 years. Third is a strategy to end the trade in conflict minerals. Armed groups that are committing atrocities against civilians in eastern Congo make upwards of $180 million within the illegal trade in minerals that are used in everyday electronic products. The U.S. should get behind a comprehensive international strategy to end this trade. Finally, Secretary Clinton needs to make a strong stand against impunity in eastern Congo. There is no accountability for war criminals in eastern Congo, where war crimes and crimes against humanity are committed every day. The United States needs to do two things to support an end to impunity. First, it needs to support reform in the Congolese justice sector, so that the Congolese government itself can prosecute war criminals within its borders. Second, the United States needs to do much more to support international prosecution for the worst criminals. The International Criminal Court has an active investigation in eastern Congo, and the State Department and others can do much more to express support for this investigation.